Hello and welcome to this video, guys. My name is Pros and this is a World Tanks video on the Pz.Sfl.IVc. And I tried to find, I went on like the stats and everything to try to find the real name. It doesn't actually show it anywhere in the game, so that's what we're going to call it. Obviously, this is the Tier 5 Tank Destroyer. Sorry, I forgot what it's called. Tank Destroyer. And I'm going to run through his stats. And bear in mind, this is with the final upgrade. And I have got the final upgrade on this, and it is insane. So it has 350 hit points, 400 engine power, a speed limit of 60 kilometers an hour, a traverse speed of 48, a hull armor of 20, 15, 15, no turret armor, a standard shell damage of 180 to 300, a standard shell penetration of 146 to 243, a rate of fire of 8 rounds a minute, a turret traverse speed, of 26, a view range of 380, and a signal range of 525. Okay, so obviously some mental stats. The damage is insane, but all these tanks have really good damage and all the guns are really good. The speed limit and traverse speed make this tank feel incredible. You can bolt across the map. You can, if you get detected, you can just like reverse and back out the way really easily because your traverse speed is really good. Just an awesome tank. Obviously, having such great damage, it has to be lowered in a certain point, and that is its armor. The armor of this thing is paper. It's ridiculous. You can get damaged easily by like tier 3s if they're in your game, or tier 4s with like crappy guns. Every tank can take this thing down really easily and does so much damage to it. But it is awesome, obviously, with the damage it can do. It is a massive tank, so something I'd say about it is you want to stay quite hidden and use a lot of cover. And if the best way is if you got like a couple of tanks way out there, like a couple of heavy tanks or mediums, they can detect them. You can just sit back, do loads of damage, and just not worry about getting detected at all. It just is such a easy tank to use at times, but also can be such a frustrating tank to use as well. It's easy because obviously the damage, you can be taken out. Like if you're obviously tier 5, if you're top tier, you can be damaging Churchills with this final gun, even with the other guns as well, but mainly with the final gun. It's a very effective tank, obviously, against all the heavy tanks. They don't have loads of health, especially from the side you can hit them. But also being fast, I like to use the building maps, so all the tight corners of the buildings in certain maps work really well. So if you've got a couple of tank destroyers in front of you, obviously you're hull locked, but if you've got some hull locked tank destroyers that are a bit slower, 82, the SU-85 I think it's called as well, you can easily go around a building while it's distracted and just start laying into it and doing loads of damage. That damage is insane. And obviously if you get like a fire hit as well, you can be doing constant damage while you're reloading and then just hit them again. Most tanks aren't going to last long against you. If you've got like another couple of tanks attacking at the same time, you're going to get the final hit easily. If people are doing like 100 damage or like 80 damage, then you can just come in with like, say like 250 damage and just wreck them. Is an incredibly effective tank at this level. Obviously, if you get into a high level game, it can hold its own, but you've got to be very careful that you don't get spotted, because that 350 hit points can go in a matter of seconds when you're getting detected. This is obviously, like I said, it's quite a big tank, so you've got to be very careful. If you're like peeking over a hill and thinking no one's going to see you, just be 100% sure that there's no one like close by or nearby that's going to detect you, because if you get detected, everyone will just turn to you and wreck you instantly. 350 hit points. That's like 2 Churchill shots, 150 each. That's you're gone. And yeah, just easily destroyed. But like I said, it can handle its own in a higher tier game. Obviously, you can get into tier 7 games, and it will do awesome in tier 7 games. Obviously, a lot like T29 would be a lot harder to hit, but if you can get behind them with that speed, it's just there's so many good points to this tank. Like, it will take a lot of getting used to when you first get into this game. When you first get into the game with this tank, it's going to take a lot getting used to. Just knowing how it works and knowing how thin that armor is. I've bounced like one shot when playing with this. I was just so lucky. I would have been destroyed if I didn't, but I managed to bounce it somehow. So it can, now and again, very rarely, but don't take that for like granted. Don't think, oh yeah, I can do that. I'll bounce a shot, because you really won't. It was very rare. But that's probably all I've got to say about it, guys. Like I said, in this video, I'm saying now, like live now, I've got the final upgrade, and I'm working towards the next one, but that is quite a lot of XP. but I should have that out soon. And if you haven't seen, I've got the Marder version of this, obviously the tier 4 version of this tank. I've got that video out. So guys, thank you for watching. If you have any opinions, views, tips to have on this tank as well, I'll appreciate them. I'm sure a lot of people in the comments will as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.